Do you know who this is? In the entire history of professional baseball, he has struck out more than anyone, nearly 2,600 times at bat. The late Willie Stargell is the closest with just over 1,900 strikeouts. And we're not talking about pitchers. This man struck out so many times on different teams, he led the entire league 4 years in a row for striking out more than anybody. So why am I telling you this? Well, Reggie Jackson, also known as Mr. October and has a candy bar named after him, along with Willie Stargell from the Pittsburgh Pirates, both have World Series championship rings, and both are in the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Not for their failures, but for their success. The Major League Baseball Hall of Fame is filled with men who failed 70 to 80% of the time. They always went up to bat and they always took a swing. Some say the greatest hockey player of all time is Wayne Gretzky. One of his most famous quotes is, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." So what we're going to talk about here today is something you can do, something you should do, and something we are going to help you do. Why are we wanting to help you? Well, my favorite quote by Zig Ziglar is, "Get whatever you want out of life by simply helping enough others get what they want." Shoot for the moon, and if you miss, you will still be among the stars. That's been made famous by Mr. Motivation himself, Les Brown. So how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this for you? And what is in it for you? I'm going to show you how to do just that. But before, we got to do that legal stuff. Incomes vary. There's no guarantee you're going to get rich. Some will do more and some will do less of what you're about to see. Some are going to do absolutely nothing at all. But know this is not an investment program. So if we're not investing, we can't get returns on our investment. We're going to talk about the power of 4. 4 is a very small number, but it is going to come up very often in this presentation. The power of 4. And that can have a huge impact on you if you allow it. Here at Four Corners Alliance Group, we have something that anyone can do and everyone should do, and even children under the ages of 18 can participate with written consent from their parents. I'm going to show you how to become a millionaire while putting less than $100 at risk. That's it. Once you understand this very simple process, you will soon realize the only risk is you. Step 1. Step 1 is the most important step in this entire process, and I will remind you of it often and continue to remind you of it throughout the rest of the time that I'm helping people within this program. Step 1 is believe. Believe in yourself. Believe in the math that you learned in elementary school. We're not talking about the calculus and trigonometry and all that hard stuff. We're talking about addition and multiplication. That's it, and the easy stuff. And that there is a company that believes that in order to make their bottom line grow, it is best to help your bottom line grow. If you don't believe in yourself or the fact you can be successful with us, then it won't really matter what I have to say. Step 1 is that important. Now, step 2 is very easy. It is the easiest step in the process, and the reason it's easy is because all you have to do is take action. Some of you may have found that to be your challenge in the past, to take action for whatever reason. Here it's easy because you only pay $18 one time to be a member of Four Corners Alliance Group. One time. Now, everyone receives the first of their 6 products right away, and that first product in financial education is called financial literacy. And that's included in your $18. Step 3, also very easy, but what I like to call is very enjoyable because it just feels good when you pay it forward. I'm not talking about a hand out, I'm talking about a hand up. That doesn't necessarily mean that to give a hand up to somebody who doesn't need it, but just hasn't got the vision yet with this program. Now, a note, pay it forward is not required. Referring for others also works who pay their own way. The math is still the same. 4 getting 4 getting 4 is still simple math, and it all works. Paying it forward just simply takes the selling out of it. So you pay it forward or refer 4 others to join you in Four Corners Alliance Group. There's that number 4 3 more times. Step 4, boom, there's another 4. Step 4 is duplicate. Where there's no failure, there's no selling, and it is just simple math. Getting people wrapped up around the idea that, hey, pay it forward to 4 people, they do the same. Boom. It's that easy, everybody. But you got to make sure that your believer's fixed. So I'm going to show you the money. Let's go Jerry Maguire all over this thing. The example I'm about to show you is week by week. Now, daily is the recommended method, but I'm going to show you week by week. Never, ever, ever forget step 1. I told you I'd constantly remind you about that. Step 1 is believe. Never stop believing in yourself. Even if you make the mistake of not joining Four Corners Alliance Group, believe in yourself. You deserve it. You also deserve Four Corners Alliance Group, but we'll come back to that later. Here we are, week 1. You spent a total of $90 for yourself and 4 others, all of which is tax deductible. You made $16 for the week, and that was in the upfront matrix, and they're going to use $10 to purchase you the second tier products. Remember, nothing comes out of your pocket except the $18. Those second tier products are Lessons from the Intelligent Investor and the Subconscious Millionaire Mind. Week 2, you make nothing in the matrix, but the Four Corners Alliance Group has a 100% matrix match, and this week you make $64 in match money. They're going to use $25 to purchase you the third tier products. Those are Credit Card Debt, Living Trust, and The Truth Behind the Spin. They're also going to use $30 to subscribe you to the monthly newsletter. Keep that number in mind. It will come back later in the presentation in a very nice way. Week 3, you make $64 from the matrix, another $64 in matrix match money for a 1-week total of $128. $60 is used to purchase you the 4th tier products. Those are Protect Yourself from Identity Theft and Debt Crisis. Now, keep in mind here, those struggling with step 1 can easily grasp the concept of making a profit in 3 weeks. So if everyone just shoots for making a profit, it all works out from here on. Week 4, you make $640 in the matrix, another $256 in match money for a 1-week total of just under $900. Now they're going to use $150 to purchase you the 5th tier products, again, all from commissions. Those are Real Estate Investing and How to Invest in Gold and Silver. They're also going to keep $300 to purchase you the 6th tier products, which are Investment Principles, Time Value of Money, Real Estate Investment Trust, and Investing for Impact. Now, after week 4, following this plan, you now have all of the personal and financial education products Four Corners Alliance Group has to offer, and you're earning while you learn. So everything you see from now on is money you keep. There are no other products to get to purchase. Now, I will throw in some hints along the way, though. I can always promise you that. Week 5, the upfront matrix commission, $6,144. The 100% matrix match money, $2,560 for a 1-week total of $8,704. First hint, might want to pay it forward to a few more people. Don't have to, just saying. So, what am I going to do with $8,704? Maybe I'll pay it forward to a couple of people, or heck, why not just go blow it? Have fun. You deserve it. It might not sound like the best thing to do in a financial education company, but guess what? There's a whole lot more coming. Week 6 is here. And be thinking, man, I just blew $8,700 last week. Well, my upfront matrix commission, $61,140. I've already forgot about that $8,700 I blew. 100% matrix match, another $24,000 plus for a week total of over $86,000. And of course, I'm going to tell you, heck, not only pay it forward, go pay it forward to your whole neighborhood, your high school class, and just share this with everybody. Pay it forward, pay it forward. Did I say pay it forward? It's only $18. Week 6. All right. How are you doing on step 1 so far? Am I testing your believer, putting a little stress on it? All right. Are you ready for week 7? I mean, are you really ready for this? Because I'm really going to start stretching that step 1. Week 7, upfront matrix commission. I wish I had a drum roll for this. $491,520, just under $500,000. Remember, you got your 100% matrix match money coming also. That's another nearly $250,000 for a 1-week total of over $700,000. Heck, go pay it forward to another 2,000 people. Piece of cake. Help people. The more people you help, the more money you make. The more money they make, the more people they can help. Change the world one person at a time. Now, look at the money you've got. You can invest in gold, invest in real estate. And it all started from $18. Week 8, upfront matrix commission. Bang, nothing. Well, why am I so excited about making nothing in the upfront matrix? That is a one-time purchase, so therefore it is a one-time commission. But you still have the matrix match. Remember those 4 people from week 1? Your match, $1.9 million. There's no limit to how many people you can refer, everybody, and everybody you refer, you match them 100%. So I strongly encourage you throughout the whole process to keep on paying it forward. But this is just an example of 4. So congratulations, you are now a Four Corners Alliance Group millionaire. Okay, actuality, I did fib a little bit in the beginning because you're not a millionaire, you're a multi-millionaire. You've pocketed over $2 million and have a tremendous financial education that's ongoing. But like they say in the infomercials, but wait, there's more. Four Corners Alliance Group is in fact a very strong residual program. And believe it or not, that's where the real money is. While you were raking in those astonishing commissions, the company was keeping a measly $30 from you each month to subscribe you to the Platinum newsletter. Well, that newsletter also pays you $1 to $4 per subscriber and has a 100% match on everybody you refer. And again, this example is just with those initial 4, the power of 4. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he says the richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for work. Well, what you've done here, whether on purpose or accidentally, you have built yourself not only a network, but a huge network of 6- and 7-figure income earners, all of which who are getting ready to be paid over and over and over and I'm sorry, I had to stop myself there. Look at the residual you get just with 4 getting 4 duplicated, $380,580 per month. That is without the example of me telling you to go pay it forward every week that you made that extra money. So I know we've got some devil's advocates out there, and your glass is always half empty, and some skeptics, and some of you might even be thinking your glass always is just empty, and negative thinkers. So I'm going to address you just for a small moment of time here, because the positive people, the believers, are where I really want to focus the attention. But if you fail in this program, I mean, you come nowhere close to $1 million. You don't even come close to that $700,000 in week 7, and you get nowhere near $380,000 in monthly residual. You fail 99% of what you're trying to do here. Are you okay with 10 grand a month residually? I bet you would be. You might not be so much of a skeptic after that too. So get up the bat, take a swing, take a full swing, take your best shot here, and take a real shot, and believe in yourself, and aim high, dream big, think big. In addition to believing, know this: you can do this. There are no more excuses, none, zilch, zip, nada. If you can't do this, then I'm not sure what you can do. Take action right now. You deserve it. Here at the Four Corners Alliance Group, we are educating and helping people all over the world of all ages and race. Anyone can do this. Everyone should do this. Share because you care. Join us today. If you are a guest of this presentation here on May 4th, then whoever invited you here, go join right now. If they're not paying it forward, then don't worry about it. Pay your 18 bucks and get part of this program. It is one time. I'm telling you this as somebody in the company, not a representative of the company. Out of all the programs that are out there, many of them are wonderful. They have wonderful products, wonderful services. I'm not slamming anything. I'm just telling you none of them have the ability to where the risk is almost nothing and the potential upside gain is astronomical. Call it hype if you want. Do the math. You'll see it is simple math. It's not going out and getting 50 people or 1 a week. It is paying it forward to 4 people, putting at risk less than $100 one time and changing your financial future for the better just by getting started and following this plan. I'm going to close the screen down here and thank everybody for giving me the opportunity to share this information with you, and also to let you know here on the corporate webinars for Four Corners Alliance Group, we have a Facebook page I'm going to bring up here real quick. And the reason I'm doing this here is I wanted to recognize the people who are using this and to show you here. I'm going to bring up my little pen. Hopefully it works here, and right here. Now this isn't a major accomplishment here on Facebook where they have over 1 billion users, but for this group that just got started, we just went over 1,000 members on the Facebook group. And as you can see, that's facebook.com/groups/Four Corners Alliance Group. Just went over 1,000 members. I posted a challenge on here to where by next week, I'm challenging everybody in Four Corners Alliance Group to refer 5 people to the group, so that this time next Sunday, there is going to be 6,000 or more in this group. Now, this is being recorded, so you can record this, bring it back up, and throw it in my face next Sunday. I'm beginning to be willing to bet when you try to throw it in my face, I'm just going to click the refresh button there and say, I told you. And what does that have to do with Four Corners Alliance Group and you joining? Well, one, you can start to see how much the people work together, regardless of whose downlines they're in. They want to help people. They want to welcome people. They want to get their questions answered. They want to recognize their superstars. They want to recognize their future superstars and give people different tips and ideas. All of that is going on right now. So if you are a guest, join. Don't wait for somebody to pay it forward. You don't have to pay it forward. That's not a requirement. I'm going to go ahead and start answering some questions and reading some of the comments here. Okay, first one I have here is Latasha. I have a testimonial. I made money and I barely joined and I didn't do anything. Thank you so much. I do want to say, Latasha, I appreciate the testimonial, but let's just change that to you haven't done anything yet. And let's start sharing your testimony with others so that they can come on board with you. But what I do want to caution everybody is, even though Latasha here is sharing her testimony and it is appreciated, we are not encouraging anybody to come in, do nothing, thinking they can do nothing and get rich. Okay, Latasha didn't say she got rich. She's made some money by being in the system, and there is no sponsoring requirements. But man, is it easy and it is incredibly lucrative. You only match people you refer. So the people that Latasha had spill into her organization, yes, they will make her money, and as they build, they will make her more money. But Latasha will not match anybody. This goes for anybody. Nobody matches anybody without referring somebody. And everybody, and I mean everybody, even if you've been in 100 programs and all 100 programs went out of business or you lost money in every single one of them, you had absolutely no success, zero, nada, you can pay it forward to somebody and get, a commission. You can do this. You should do this. Nobody has an excuse of saying, I can't do this, unless that's just what they believe. Call it a cliche. If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So go ahead and think you can and pay it forward. The company doesn't care if the $18 comes from a new person or it comes from a current person. The $18 is the same $18 regardless of where it came from. Pay it forward is not a requirement. It's just a concept. But it is a concept that's so easy because anybody can do it, especially since the masses, a majority of people think that they can't sell or that they don't want to sell. And when you're paying it forward, you're just doing that. You're paying it forward. You're not selling anything. You're not asking people for a credit card. You don't ask for their social security number. You don't even need to know where they live. All you need to pay it forward is somebody's email address. And if it's a stranger, then you need their name. If you say, hey, stranger, give me your name and email address, and I will pay it forward for you. Okay. Corey says, I do have enough money to pay it forward for 2 people. Congratulations, Corey. Then make it happen. Okay, Pierre, the $1 to $4 residuals is generated from only the $30 monthly or from all your downline and whatever they paid in general. Pierre, the $1 to $4 commissions, actually there's a $1 commission, a $2 commission, and a $4. And those are from the newsletter. You got that part correct. Now, everybody who's within your 7 levels who has the newsletter, you're paid $1 for the first 4 levels, $2 for levels 5 and 6, and $4 for level 7. So your income potential for the newsletter all by itself is $76,116. Now, everybody you sponsor, whether you paid their way or they paid their own way, does not matter. Every time you sponsor somebody, your income potential on the residual goes up $76,116. So when you saw that amount of $380,000, that is you getting your $76,000 and your first 4 referrals getting their $76,000. That comes to a total of $380,000. It does not have to be full, everybody. People are already getting, commissions. Maybe they've only got one person on their team that has the newsletter. They've already got a $1 commission. Not a problem. Okay, let's see. All right, can you use your commissions to PIF for others? That's coming from John. That is in the process as of right now. It's going to be tested for the first time tomorrow. And once that test has gone through, what you'll be able to do is within your members area with your commissions, those who have the commissions to do so will be able to pay it forward to somebody else where you won't need a debit card, you won't need to go get Green Dot Vanilla, you won't have to do any of these things. And you'll be able to sign people up inside of your members area, not just for yourself, but anybody on your team. Okay. Robert, are you protected by not allowing people to hack into the company site? Robert, I appreciate this question, but soon as you tell a hacker that you're 100% sure that they can't do it, all they do is they take that as a challenge. They're taking the steps. They have the programmers. They're taking the steps necessary to make the site as safe as possible. And I say that I don't care what the company is. I'm never going to tempt the hacker by saying, hey, you can't get into our stuff. We got brick walls, and we've got the Great China Wall around our computer, what have you. Measures have been taken, but I'm never going to make a statement that's going to be a challenge to a hacker. And I'm not the owner. This is Coach Van, by the way. I know your screen's showing up as saying that David Harrison is speaking right now. I'm not the owner. I'm an affiliate just like everybody else here. And if David did make a statement like that, I'd go to Indianapolis and slap him upside the head and say, don't be saying that. And David might even be listening here. So anyway, Edmund says, are these webinars available to view later? Absolutely. I'll even show you on the screen here. This very top post is pinned, meaning no matter how many people post on here, this one stays at the top. And if you click on Hear More, you can see on the top post you have past websites, or excuse me, past webinars. Here's one from April 29th, 25th, 24th, 22nd, 21st. And yes, this one will be posted on the Facebook group for everybody to view. And then sometimes David also posts webinars and videos inside of the members area of Four Corners Alliance group. And yes, this is being recorded. Okay. Different Robert says, I'm in St. Lucia. Can I pay it forward for different people with the same credit card? All right, good question, Robert. And regardless of where you live, credit cards can be used 5 times. Credit cards or debit card, doesn't matter. Any Visa, MasterCard, or Discover card can be used up to 5 times. That's it. Doesn't matter if you have $1 million in credit or if you got a debit card with $1 million in the bank. It can only be used 5 times. Now, that's for your protection to make sure that I don't steal your card and go sign up 50 people. So, yes, your card can be used in any place they take it. Kevin saying, do I go on my PayPal account? No, you don't get paid through PayPal, nor do we take PayPal directly. Now, PayPal has a PayPal debit card that has a Visa logo, so yes, you can use that, any Visa. If it comes from PayPal, Solid Trust Pay, XYZ Company, Uncle Bob's Bank, as long as there's a Visa logo, MasterCard, or Discover, you can use it. Okay. Linda, you also don't build any residual if you don't refer anyone, right? That's not true. Anybody in your organization, down through 7 levels, whether you refer them or not, you have an income potential of $76,116. Now, potential includes anything from $0 to $76,116. If your matrix is full, you make that $76,116 on the residual side. If your matrix is full and you didn't refer anyone, you make $76,000. If your matrix is full and you referred all of them, you make $76,000. But then you start to match all of the people also. Everybody who spends the $18 to get the first tier product, which is financial literacy, is qualified for all commissions. You do not have to have all the products to receive commissions on all the products. That's already happening right now. There's already a number of people who've gotten Tier 5 and Tier 6 commissions who are only at Tier 2. And then those commissions push them up to the next couple of tiers. Okay, this is from Lee. Do we all get replicated websites when we join? Absolutely, Lee. And that tells me that you're a guest. Welcome here, Lee. And guess what? Since you asked that question and I know you're a guest, go sign up with the person that you joined, and I will have David reimburse you your $18. Just because you asked that kind of question, and I don't even know who your sponsor is, Lee, you go join, you'll get your replicated website, you'll pay the $18, and then you shoot an email off to David, and I'll let him know also that you're going to get your $18 back. So congratulations for that question, and welcome to the Four Corners Alliance family. And if you'll write your sponsor's name out here, Lee, I'll also congratulate whoever invited Lee to this webinar. I'm always giving away David's money. Okay, Newton, I got 5 more tonight alone. Webinars are awesome. You're an inspiration. Well, hey, thank you, Newton, and congratulations on getting those 5 referrals just today. That's awesome. You're creating spillover, and I'm sure they're happy, elated to have you as their sponsor. Fantastic. A different Kevin says, how we get paid? You can get paid through STP, or you can get paid through the DPX debit card, and you can do that until you get over $90,000 in commissions. And I say that because your debit card, you can use up to $3,000 a day, but you're going to be making more than that, right, everybody? So then you're going to need a bank account to have that money go into, and there you go. Now, you can keep getting your money to STP if you want to, make thousands of dollars and have them keep hundreds of dollars. And when you start getting the real big money, have STP keeping thousands of dollars to process your money. That's up to you. Okay. Robert says, do we have a website with the presentation up front? No, we do not, but we will. And I know we've been saying that here for a while, but just so you all know, Four Corners Alliance Group is putting together a complete funnel system. They're not just throwing something together saying, hey, do you think this will work or that'll work? They're bringing in professional ad copy people, video people, so that they can do split testing. Now, because they're doing all this, it is taking a little bit longer time. Personally, I'm one that would rather have a little bit of something now versus, the super great oopty-doopty fun thing later. But I've been on a couple of the calls when they've been talking with the ad copy people, and I don't know what the time frame is, but I know we're a lot closer than we were. And so the answer to your question right now is no, but there is something coming for you. Lee, do we all, okay, we already answered that one. John, is it possible to send you money through PayPal? No, the company does not take PayPal. And if you have somebody on your team who's accepting PayPal to pay it forward within your team, that's fine. But let me give you a little bit of a warning. This isn't company stuff here. This is stuff that happened within the team. Is anytime you're paying money through PayPal and then that person goes and uses that money to put somebody into an MLM, if PayPal finds out that you're doing something even associating with an MLM, they can lock up the funds of the money you sent the money to. So just as an example, John, let's say you sent me the money through PayPal and I was going to pay it forward for you as an example. And then PayPal finds out about it and they say, hey, Van, we're going to hold this money. Now I don't have your money and you don't have your money and people aren't in your organization, but PayPal has the money. Don't use PayPal. I know they're huge. I know they're big on eBay, but when it comes to multi-level marketing, of which Four Corners Alliance is, and I'm proud to say that Four Corners Alliance is multi-level marketing, PayPal is not MLM friendly. Even if you're not doing it for MLMs, if it's something for MLM. But yes, if your teams are doing things to accept money for other members to pay it forward, that's great. This is a corporate webinar. The company does not accept funds saying, hey, here's $180, David, give me 10 people and, make them all my first generation. Okay. Your location doesn't matter, so how you get paid is the same examples that I gave here earlier. I'm getting a whole lot of questions, everybody, and that's good. I appreciate it. But if you could save your thank yous and your praise, it'll be easier to find the questions. I'll send out a blanket "you're welcome" as long as you'll understand, if everybody else agrees, to accept that I am grateful for all of your questions also. Yes, people in Brazil can join. People anywhere in the world can join except for the few countries. If you go to fourcornersalliancegroup.com, there's a few countries listed in the Q&A who can't join. And Nigeria is not one of them. We got that cleared up here before. Okay. Marie says, I'm in Florida. This is going to be a huge opportunity. It's not going to be. It is. It already is a huge opportunity. And it's going to get huger. Okay. Doris, if you meet someone on the street and they are interested, how do you pay it forward for that person regarding debit cards? Well, again, if you're going to pay it forward, Doris, all you need is that person's email address. That's it. You don't need his credit card because you're paying it forward. Now, if he's paying for himself, then you can give him your website or you can write down his information. He's probably not going to do it if you don't know the person. That's why Pay It Forward works so well, is even if this company was only $1, it wouldn't be the dollar. It'd be people are leery of giving up their credit card information. And when you pay it forward, not only is it a low cost, you don't need their credit card information. And you don't even need their social security number. They don't need the social security number until they request to get money. Okay. Jacqueline, yeah, everybody who's on a team that already has a capture page system, thank them. The company is going to have one also. Okay. Okay, Lee's saying Robert is his sponsor. Can we join via credit card, and how soon after joining can we start making this work? You can start making it work as soon as you get off this webinar, Lee. If you're the same, I think you're the same, Lee. Go ahead and join with Robert, and let's see if Robert's on this webinar here with you. He's not here, but I'm sure he's going to be happy to. Oh, wait, he is here. I apologize. And so, hey, congratulations, Lee, for getting a free entry. Congratulations for inviting Lee and getting a free new member. Now Lee's saying thank you, ha, 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 ha. All right. Cody says, how do we handle paying taxes on commissions? Now, that's up to each individual in their different country. Every country has different tax laws. Within the U.S., you will get a 1099. They're not going to take any money out. That's going to be up to you. Within the countries that you're in, what you do between you and your different tax agency is completely between you and your government. But those in the U.S. will receive a 1099. Okay. What type of payment processors would be recommended? If you're talking about collecting money, again, that is through STP and DPX Pay. If you're talking about paying your money, right now that is Visa, MasterCard, Discover, or I hesitate to say, but yeah, you can pay through STP. That's it. That's the only online, or excuse me, SafetyPay. SafetyPay and STP are your only e-wallet features where you can join Four Corners Alliance Group. Yes, people in Brazil can receive commissions. If you can join the program, you can receive money from the program. If you're under the age of 18 and have parental consent of your parents in writing submitted to the company, you can also join, and there's no limit to how much money you can make. So go ahead and refer your children, and who knows, maybe they'll be a millionaire before you will. Kevin says, what is the best way to show the business? Now, this is a very generic question, but I love the question because no matter who's asking me, I tell them the best way to show the business is to have your level, your step one set, and that is to believe. The more you believe, the better your presentation will be. The more you believe, the more people you're going to attract. The more you believe, the more money you're going to make. The more you believe, the more you're going to want to tell people. One of the things that I've learned here recently, and I've thought in different times, is if you're passionate about something, you've got a moral and ethical obligation to tell the world. Not telling people isn't because you don't want to sell or you don't want to share or don't want to do any of those networking terms. It's because your level of belief ain't where it should be. And if you think your level of belief is where it should be, then get it higher. If your level of belief is, through the roof, then get it in the stars. And if it's already in the stars, then get it over into the next galaxy. Never stop improving on your belief level because that will impact. And that is the best way to show the business. Because I'll give you an example. If you're somebody who's not very excited, but you know this program inside and out, backwards and forwards, I mean, you could quote it to David Harrison better than he could do it himself, and he's the CEO, but you won't get anywhere near as much as somebody who's just on fire, their belief level's through the roof, they're hot, and if they're answering every question with, I don't know, but they're excited and you should join. It's $18. It's a pizza. Just get started. That will come across a whole lot better than what we have here is a 4x6 affiliate matrix on the front end and a 4x7 residual matrix on the back end. It's an $18 one time. The money's used to purchase the product from one level to the next level. It's a Nevada corporation, even though the CEO's in Indianapolis, so we're a worldwide opportunity. I can answer every single question you have. I know this inside and out, backwards and forwards. Why don't you want to work with me? I mean, passion is the way to go. Passion and being on fire and believing will get you so much farther financially than any amount of knowledge you can have about